Hello everybody, it's Clara Alexander here on the Online Hair Show, and today I'm going to talk about the 3 things everybody wants to know about UltraStrands. So the three things everybody is talking about and they want to know about the UltraStrands hair system. If you've not heard about the UltraStrand hair system, well, you are missing a lot because there is lots to be told and there's lots for you to learn about it. And today I'm going to give you a brief introduction to UltraStrands. Yes, and in that introduction, I'm going to be giving you the 3, just in case you missed it the first time, just in case you missed it, the 3 things that people have been asking, and generally the first 3 things that you'd want to know about the hair system. So, number 1, what is UltraStrands? You've heard about UltraStrands, you heard hashtag UltraStrands, you've seen some videos, but nobody knows what UltraStrands actually is. So today, I'm going to show you exactly what the UltraStrand hair system looks like, and then I'm going to move on to 2. But first of all, number 1. So, UltraStrand hair system is basically, I would call it a volumizing hair system created primarily for women. Doesn't mean it's solely for women, but it's been created primarily for women and for women that have got either fine or thinning hair, or they're losing their hair in certain areas of their head. I think most of the clients that will have hair stranding are female pattern baldness, but it also extends to alopecia and other hair conditions. The key thing that I would say about the hair UltraStrands is that it is uber light. That's one thing that UltraStrands actually stems on. It's a very light system. It's versatile. It's made with 100% real human hair. Yes, real human hair, not fake human hair. Absolutely real human hair. So it acts just like your own hair, and it is virtually impossible to detect once it's in. So I'm going to show you a sample that I have made previously. Well, actually, I didn't make it, but it was made previously. And here goes. So I'm bringing it up to the camera so that you can see. Can you see that? This is the UltraStrand hair system. I'm just brushing my hands through the actual hair because it's so soft. It really is very soft. See that? So I ask you, what's the very first thing that you see? What's the first thing that you notice about this system? The very first thing you notice about the system, I'll tell you, it's got holes. Yep, it's got holes. Okay, so now, the beauty about these holes is that your own hair, and this is why I say it's very great, it's awesome, it's absolutely essential. If you've got fine hair, thinning hair, and you're looking for volume, you're looking for that va-va-voom, I would say this is the product. And the reason why it's the product is because your own hair goes through the tiny little holes that it's got here. It's not that small, but it's tiny enough for your hair to go through it, and large enough for it not to damage your own hair. And the combination of the system sitting on your head and the hair going through gives you the volume that you require. As you can see, this is quite a short one, but it comes in various different lengths. So you can have it longer or even shorter than this. And this as well, I'll tip it on the other side so you can have a look at it. It comes in different sizes. So this is what I would call, this is about 4 inches by 5 inches, actual inches, not pretend inches, actual inches, but it comes in templates. So what you can have, they have 3 different sizes. We've got a very small size, which is primarily for your parting. We've got what we call like a slightly bigger size, which is medium, and that will cover like the top section of your head, and a large size, which is literally goes straight into your temple, and then a full head. So if you need a full head, that means you want volume all over, then that would be the largest system that we do. And then the smallest one is just primarily for your parting. The system comes with or without its own parting, and I'm not going to go into too much details about partings because, you know, I don't want to confuse you and I don't want to give you too much information that you go, overload, brain overload. But what I do want to do is tell you number 2 thing that somebody keeps asking about the hair stranding. So once they've got a vague idea about the system itself, so you know who the system's for. So like I said before, just a quick recap for primarily for women, not exclusively for women, but primarily for women with fine or thin hair. If you want to add volume to your hair, so you know when you get to that point when you start to see through to your scalp and you're thinking, I want to have a little bit of volume, or your hair's been thin from birth and you never really had that much hair, but you actually do want to have a bit of hair so you can, like, you know, throw your hair back and forth kind of thing. This is the system for you. It is, I would say, it's far better than any of the other systems I've seen on the market. Primarily, the key reason I would say is because, you know, it works with your own hair and you're able to pull your own hair through the holes and actually see your own hair once it's installed. So it's not a case of you're pulling your hair through the holes and then your hair is sat underneath the system. Why would you need that? Anyway, so reason number 2, or question number 2, really, where am I today? I think it's because the sun's shining. It's February and the sun is shining, and I am super pumped. But anyway, question 2 that people ask is, okay, yeah, you've told me about this wonderful product. I'm digging it. I really think that this is great. This is awesome. I'm thinking that it might work for me, but how much does it cost? So I normally say, you know, with all systems, when people ask that question, it depends, and it really does depend. And you know, it's not a cop out. It's not a cop out. Like, I don't want to give you the price, because actually I am going to tell you what the price ranges from. But the reason why I say it depends is because it depends on what you need. It depends on the length that you're going for. It depends on the amount of hair that you need. It depends on the colors that you're going to put in. So there's lots of different factors. But in general, I keep calling it hair stranding. That must be because of the other product I've got, hair stranding. But this is UltraStrands. It is not hair stranding. That is another topic. I'll tell you the difference between hair stranding and UltraStrands. This is not hair stranding. This is UltraStrands. And UltraStrands starts from £750. So it starts from £750 and it goes all the way to about £2,000. You generally shouldn't be paying any more than 2,000 odd, 2.5 grand for a full system with hair all the way down to your bum, compared to a smaller system, whether that's a system that goes around the back of your head or a system that just goes on top, for about £750. It sometimes the first system that you get is more expensive than any subsequent systems that you have, and that's because they need to be templated and there's certain things that are included in the price as a ballpark price, i.e. the first time installation and those sort of things. But again, that's another thing I'll tell you about in another video. But yeah, so you're essentially looking for a one-off investment of £750 on average. People will spend between that and then, you know, the higher amount, which is £2,000. That doesn't include the maintenance side of things. So maintenance generally ranges between £72 to about £95, £97 a month, depending on where you go. Essentially, with the maintenance, that includes making sure that the hair always looks tip-top for you. As your hair does grow, when the system is on, you need to have it resecured back again. These are technical terms. I really didn't want to go into it at this point because, like I said, I don't want to bombard you with so much knowledge, but there's so much information to tell you, and I will give you them in all different videos. So really, stay tuned. Subscribe. Honestly, subscribe. You know, I'm laid back. I'm down to earth. I'm me. I tell it all. I give you all the information that you want. I hide nothing. Because there's nothing to hide. It's more important for me that you know exactly what it is that you are setting yourself into, that you're invested in. Because you know what? These hair products are an investment. You know, they're not like, you're not going and spending £10, £20. You're spending about 750 upwards. So it is an investment. It's an investment in you, and you are definitely worth it. Which comes to number 3 question that people generally ask when they're trying to understand about the UltraStrands is, would it work for me? Now, I can sit here all day long in my chair and go, yes, it will work for you. It definitely will work for you. Go and get it. I don't know if it will work for you specifically. If you're asking me that question, will it work for you specifically? I don't know. The only way that I can tell you is if I saw you or if I had a conversation with you. A conversation on the phone would be awesome because then I'd be able to tell, you'd be able to tell me what your current situation is, what your hair is like, how much hair have you lost, or if your hair is generally fine, how fine is it, what you're looking to achieve, how you normally wear your hair. There's so many things that I would need to know in order to be able to determine if it's for you. What I will say, though, is that I would say it's for about 80% of people. 80% of people with fine hair, thinning hair, this product will work for them. The other 20%, probably the product won't work for you. But have I come across that 20% yet? No, I haven't. So everybody that's come to see me or had a call with me, we've been able to give them an option. Whether they've gone for the option, that's a different story. But we've been able to offer them an option that will work for them. So, for instance, you may have like really, really fine hair, like, you're almost bald at the top now, and your key concern would be, well, if I have the stranding, will I not see the holes because, it's really, really fine? That's where we've got things like partings that might need to be included into the system itself to hide that section. Or it might be that, the area where you're thinning is non-conventional. So, for example, it might be, you've got great hair on top, which are perfectly fine with, but you've just got sections at the back and hair extensions don't really cut it because hair extensions can't go into you can't add hair where there's no hair. So again, that's another bespoke system that we would say to you that, you can have a system that wraps around the back and essentially attaches onto the areas where there is hair on, and then it adds hair onto areas where there is no hair. So that's an option, but whether you go for the option, that's entirely up to you. So I would say, in general, 80% of people, I believe that this system will work for. 20% it may not work for you. That's why we're primarily focused on women, because we tend to find that it works more on women than it does on men. Not to say that it won't work on you if you're a guy, because my key reason is that if, for example, you're a guy and you've got hardly any hair on top, so it's so fine and it's so what can I say? There's hardly any hair, basically, that it probably pays you better to shave off the small amount of hair that you have than to try and add the 90% of hair that you don't have. I would go for a different solution. I wouldn't go for UltraStrands. I would either go for a top piece which you glue on, and then that would be a better solution for you. But if you're a guy and you literally have your hair but it is sparse, then it can work for you. So essentially, while I say that we primarily focus on women, it doesn't mean that if you're a guy, you can't come for consultation. Definitely can. I'd love to see you. But it just means that there may not be as many options for you. I want to be transparent because I don't want anybody to come in and have a wasted visit or feel that they've had a wasted visit or feel like, we've wasted your time. But I do want you to know that, we try our hardest, our utmost to make a solution for you. And so I'm hoping that those 3 answers that we've given to your 3 questions are sufficient for you to, I don't know, enjoy the rest of your week. And it's Tuesday today. Is it Tuesday today or is it Monday? No, it's Monday. It's Monday. But hey, if you're not watching this on a Monday, then you will know that actually it's Monday, not Tuesday. But anyway, it's Monday. Like I said, I'm super pumped for the week ahead. I'm looking forward to seeing my clients this week. And I'm looking forward to all the salons that have got UltraStrands in them. It's just like, it's awesome that you're actually taking this product on board. I tell you, it is a wonderful product. And you know what? If you're watching this and you're thinking, is this product for me? I would say, you know what? First of all, have a chat. Go to the link below, put your information in, click on the link, and then that will take you to where you can have a chat with me. Like, if you want to have a chat with me, yeah, you can chat about anything. I don't care if you've got an hour, half an hour, not an hour. Got a free half an hour chit chat with me on the phone. You can use it to talk about anything, but it'd be great if you talk about hair. But anyway, guys, have a great time, have a great week, And you know what? That has been it for the online hair show for today. Who knows? I might come back in later this week, or if not, I'll see you next week. Take care, guys. Bye bye.